My name's Roger.
My name is Jesse.
We are the Aggrolites, and you're watching Red Wave magazine.
Or you're reading it. Maybe not. Maybe watching it too. But
both. And you're listening to it.
And you're listening to it. And you're seeing us, two very handsome men that eat a lot of chimichangas.
Red Wave.
Salud.
Good God, it's a show shot.
Musicians in LA pretty much listening and playing the same kind of music. So what happened is we pretty much gravitated towards each other. The specific origin was this project we did. It was supposed to be a recording project for Derek Morgan, and so I met Jesse through that, and I met our original guitar player and drummer Brian and Corey through that, and we kind of, you know, that was the first time we met, and we were young kids, like 20 years old, you know, really young. And so it was really fun to see other guys that were into the same kind of music, you know, the early rocksteady, the early skinhead reggae. And so what happens with that is you build a rapport and you build it's really fun, you know, you build this energy where you kind of have something in common, you know. Before you know it, the Aggrolites just started. And we started playing cover songs, nothing original, just cover songs. You know, X-Ray Vision by the Upsetters, Jackie Matu's songs, Nevada Joe, Funky Chicken, Evening Time by Jackie Matu. So a lot of the songs were just cover songs and then just having fun. Not thinking, well, let's be a band or let's go on tour. It was just, let's just have fun, you know? Super cool because we actually listen to a lot of the genres that the Jamaicans were influenced by. So it's a combination of us listening to old soul and old funk music, you know, everything from Stax to Motown to even the rare stuff. You know, there was an era where I really got into like a lot of deep funk music, which is a lot of rare funk, organ-driven music, you know. Like I don't really stick to genre-specific as much as I get off of like, you know, just people that can really play the organ really cool. So it could be Brazilian music or funk music or reggae music, and I really can appreciate someone that, because it's a unique instrument. But beyond listening to the American soul and funk, we were obviously listening to original rocksteady and ska music growing up, you know. Every guy in the band has like a different story, but the overall feeling with it is that we draw from that. We don't draw from modern ska bands. In interviews, or they ask me, well, how do you get that sound? And it's not from listening to the Aggrolites or listening to the Slackers or listening to Hepcat. It's from listening to the original guys, you know. And that's what we did. There's kind of this ping pong game. American music, Jamaican music plays, you know. It's like they both influence each other, and I think we just took advantage of that. And the music that comes out, you know, we kind of coined dirty reggae, you know, because it is dirty. It's vintage. It's rough. It's scratchy. It's funky. It's you know, yeah, dirty. Half a year, because in the summer in America we did this big tour with a band called 311 and a band called Slightly Stupid, and I think that type of reggae isn't so popular in Europe, just by, you know, the people I talk to, but in America it's very popular. It's kind of this beach reggae, this very specific kind of reggae. But then we flew straight from New York to Paris to start a European tour. We've been through France, been through Netherlands, been through Germany, we went to Sweden, Norway, and the past 5 days have been France. And so it's kind of like a cool ending. it's just a perfect ending, you know. Sometimes you have those shows on a tour, they're kind of rough, and you know, you get through it, and it's still fun. But this was really genuinely like the big bang at the end, the fireworks. You know, like every time we play Barcelona, you know, I say it over and over, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, which is that I've literally been all over the world. We've been fortunate enough to tour for the last 10 years all over the world. And there's no place like Spain when it comes to reggae music, especially original reggae music, rocksteady music. Spain is, man, they have it, man. Like, you know, talk about making a musician feel very special. Like, they do that. You're on stage and you feel really emotional, and you know, when they're singing the instrumentals, they're singing your instrumental songs. They're not just singing the vocals, but they're singing the instrumental songs, you know? It's very important. And then right here is our singer, Jesse
Sorry I came late.
Rose the Fire.
For many years, our band was asked to put out a live album because the live show is a lot different than the albums, you know?
Like Jesse said, a lot of times we're not on the outside of it. You know, we're playing music, we've been there since the beginning, so you don't really know what it is to be a fan or on the outside. And the constant things that our fans would say was that, you know, a live album would be good, or your live show is so much more intense than the recorded music. It's almost like two different bands. And I think finally we really listened and said, let's do a live album.
One of the really cool things about the live album, especially here in Spain or Catalonia or anywhere else, Basque Country and so on, is on the record, with our albums we don't do any cover songs, and on the live album we do Banana and Don't Let Me Down, which is a Beatles cover, and Marcia Griffiths, so we got to release those two songs, which aren't on any albums, and people ask for that all the time, so it's really cool.
Yeah.
Going to figure that out because we've been touring. We just did 2 months. We did 1 month in the United States and went straight from New York all the way to France, and did 1 month out here in Europe. So tomorrow we fly home, and we have a few months off, 3 months off or so, and yeah, time to start recording because we've written a lot of songs and we've demoed a lot of songs when we have time at home, but we really literally have only had about 10 days home since June or May, so.
Yeah, so you finally get some time to really sit back and think about what the next step is, you know? So, yeah, I mean, new music. I mean,
we have a lot of new songs that are just demos right now, but I honestly think we spend enough time at home now. Right now we have a lot of holidays at home with our family. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, which we haven't had the opportunity the last few years to do that at home.
Me and Jesse, we have a side project called the Chimichangas, and you know, it's not reggae at all.
We waste too much time trying to figure out chimichanga songs rather than Aggrolite songs.
Yeah.
But.
Well, yeah, it's a new project. It's just me and him, no other people in the band. He plays keyboards. He plays organ.
He plays guitar.
I play guitar. And
we both have a kick drum. And every
kick
now
drum.
and then
Yeah, we kick the drum. Hence the name kick drum. We do kick the drum.
And then we
kick the party, really.
Burritos,
we kick
and
the party.
throw them to the audience.
Yeah.
Because our #1 song is called Chimichanga.
By the Chimichangas.
By the Chimichangas.
It's been rough.
And we have a microwave on stage.
Yes.
And we heat up the chimichangas.
Heat them up, throw them out. Everyone, no one leaves hungry. That's our motto. That's our motto.
As you can tell, we have a lot.
Yeah.